Hundreds of people are camped in Serbia, determined to get further into Europe, despite the fact that Hungary has now closed the border that it shares with Serbia. We can speak now to the Hungarian ambassador to the UK, Péter Szabadhegy. He joins us now from central London. Welcome to Sky News. It's now become a criminal offence for anyone trying to cross from Serbia to Hungary. Surely that's a very harsh way to treat people who are fleeing war.
Well, Hungary is finally getting a management of its borders. I mean, the timing couldn't actually be better. Germany and Austria have actually implemented border controls over the weekend. And I'm very pleased to say that the interior ministers of Europe have also placed as their highest priority border controls. Now, this border control in Hungary is really designed to help the refugees, and it's really designed to channel all those migrants to the official border crossings and to what are newly set up transit zones. Now, these transit zones are put in place so that the asylum seeking process can be accelerated. What used to take weeks or months is now going to take place within hours, maximum 24 hours, on site in these transit zones.
And yet we've got pictures here on the screen which show huge crowds massed on the Serbia-Hungary border waiting to get in. There doesn't seem to be much sign of movement there. It's hard to see how you're going to speed up the processing of these people.
Well, it's going to take some time. You know, this new regulation is effective today. So all of a sudden, all of the migrants, and by the way, they have been thousands daily, they now have to get used to the new order that is in place. You know, I have to frankly say, Hungary has been overwhelmed by this mass migration. It totals 190,000 of people crossing the southern border in Hungary just this year.
But these people do need to find some kind of refuge. I mean, you're just leaving them there. I mean, you say that you're going to process them quickly, but we're talking about record numbers here. More than 7,000 entered Hungary from Serbia on Monday. So it seems that these people are just being left out in the open, and they do need help.
That's correct, and we are going to help those who are truly in need. There are essentially two places which they can approach, that they can cross the border. One are the official border crossings. I mean, they have been operational throughout, business as usual, and we have put in place these new transit zones, which are there for these asylum seekers to put in their applications.
Now, one thing that could help your country is if EU member states agreed on how to share refugees. There was a meeting yesterday in which it was agreed in principle to share 120,000 refugees. But your country is opposed to that. But why? When it could actually help ease the pressure on Hungary.
Yes, well, we actually don't oppose the quota theoretically as is. What we oppose is the timing. We say first things first. First of all, we would like to make sure that there is an understanding of what the total numbers are that we're talking about. And at least as important is the details of who will be allocated where and how they then will be kept there. It is very hard to imagine anybody who will be allocated to Estonia or Slovenia or Portugal, how they will be forced to stay there.
Do you feel vindicated that Germany, Austria and other countries have now imposed border checks after criticising your country for erecting this fence and trying to stop people travelling through Serbia and Hungary and into other parts of the EU?
Well, we're very pleased that the emphasis that we have been putting on this very complex situation is finally reverberating across the EU. So yes, the management, proper management of borders is very important for Hungary, and it's important for the EU. I mean, if this would have happened in Greece, for example, we wouldn't have all these mass migration crises in Budapest or in Berlin.
And the people that are already in Hungary, I mean, what are the conditions like there for them? Because we've heard reports that it's actually quite dreadful for them in the detention centres that you're holding them in.
Well, that's not true. I mean, not only is the government, but many charity organizations, NGOs, are actually going out of their way to give all those people, whether they are legally or illegally coming into Hungary, that they get proper food, shelter, and sanitation, health care, and that they get as long as they are willing to cooperate with the authorities and go through the process of registration.
Ambassador Péter Szabadhegy, thank you very much for talking to us here at Sky News.
Thank you.